There's a moment every woman has experienced, that electric spark, when a man shows interest, when he looks at you a little too long, when his voice softens just for you, when you can tell he's drawn to you in a way he can't hide. And in that moment, it feels exciting, flattering, maybe even a little intoxicating. But here's the truth, most women don't hear enough. Not every man who desires you deserves you. Because some men are not attracted to you, they're attracted to the idea of you, the access to you, the chance to experience the connection without investing in the bond. And those men always reveal themselves with two questions. Two simple, predictable, almost laughably obvious questions that tell you instantly, this man doesn't want your heart, he wants your body. And once you learn these questions, you'll never again lose time on a man whose intentions are shallow, rushed, or temporary. Ladies, listen closely, because starting today, you're going to be able to read desire like a map. See, when a man wants to sleep with you, he's not subtle. He may pretend to be patient, he may act charming, he may give you that slow, teasing smile that makes your stomach flip, but behind it all, he's studying you, studying your responses, studying your boundaries, studying your availability, because desire wants one thing, access. But you want more than access, you want connection. You want someone who sees your worth, not just your curves, who values your presence, not just your body, who desires your mind, not just the moment. And that's exactly what we're uncovering today. Because by the end of this video, you won't just understand what these two questions are, you'll understand why men ask them, how to respond in a way that shifts the power back to you, and how to filter out the ones who want a night from the ones who want a future. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and lean in, because once you hear this, you will never look at male attention the same way again. The first sign, the clearest, sharpest, and most predictable indicator is how quickly he tries to figure out your availability. And the way he asks about it reveals everything about his intentions. A man who is genuinely interested in you will want to understand your world, your routines, your passions, your energy, your vibe. He's curious about who you are, not just when you're free. But a man whose focus is purely physical, he doesn't care about the details of your day. He only cares about the gaps in your schedule. Instead of asking, how's your week been? Or what are you up to lately? He jumps straight to, when can I see you? Or what are you doing tonight? And at first, it feels flattering. Directness can feel bold, confident, even exciting. But confidence without intention is just speed. It's not about getting closer to you. It's about getting closer to the moment he wants. Notice how he avoids conversations that require emotional presence. He won't ask what made you smile today, what's been stressing you, or what you're working toward. He skips that part completely because he's on a mission. And missions are fast, not thoughtful. If you tell him you're busy, he won't ask why, he won't ask when you actually have time. Instead, he'll probe, how late will you be done? Are you tired? Can't we just meet for a quick drink? He frames time like it's negotiable because he's not interested in the quality of the connection, only the opportunity. A high-intent man wants to be woven into your life. A low-intent man just wants to slip into your evening. Watch how he reacts when you say you're not available tonight. A man with real interest will say, okay, what day works for you? Let's plan something. That's effort, that's structure, that's presence. But the man who's simply chasing intimacy will immediately look for the next earliest opening. He wants you soon, not meaningfully. And here's the part women often miss. A man who only wants sex doesn't plan. He doesn't book ahead. He doesn't commit to a day, because commitment requires patience, and patience requires intention. So instead of let's grab dinner Friday, you get hit me up when you're free, or maybe we can do something later this week. Later, maybe, something vague, unclear, non-committal, because he's not trying to build a moment with you. He's waiting for the perfect moment for him. He wants convenience, not connection. And this is where your power comes in, because when you stop making yourself instantly available, the wrong men disappear and the right men step forward. Availability isn't about how quickly you respond. It's about how deeply they want to show up. And the man who sees your value won't rush you, pressure you, or corner your schedule. He'll work with your time, not against it, because he's not trying to get your evening, he's trying to earn your presence. The second thing a man always asks when he wants to sleep with you is about your boundaries, not because he wants to respect them, but because he wants to measure them. And this is where women often get caught off guard, because on the surface, it doesn't look disrespectful. In fact, it often comes wrapped in charm, flirtation, and that soft, teasing curiosity that almost feels romantic. He'll compliment you, lean in a little closer, let his voice drop just enough to feel intimate, and then he watches closely. He's not just flirting, he's gathering data. He's studying what makes you blush, what makes you smile, what makes you hesitate. He's reading your reactions like clues, trying to see how quickly he can take things from playful to physical. A man with real intentions will flirt with you in a way that feels warm and slow, giving you room to lead, to pause, to breathe. But the man who wants sex above everything else, his flirting has a pattern. It escalates. It gets bolder, faster. He compliments your body before he compliments your character. He hints at physical closeness before showing emotional closeness. He moves the conversation to desire, intimacy, fantasies subtly at first, then more openly, always in tiny steps meant to test how far he can go. And if you gently pull back, he doesn't honor that pause. He either tries again later in the conversation, or he switches to a slightly different angle, less direct, but still targeted. That's the key. He tests, not respects. A healthy man sees your boundary as the edge of your comfort. A low-intent man sees it as a wall to be climbed. Notice how he phrases things. Instead of, "Are you comfortable with that?" he says, "Come on, it's just a joke," or "Relax, I'm just flirting." Instead of slowing down when you hesitate, he tries to make you feel like you're overthinking. That's not respect. That's strategy. He's trying to find the limit, not honor it. And here's the deeper truth. When a man's intention is sex, he will always try to lead the interaction into some form of physical or sensual theme, even if he disguises it as curiosity, humor, or connection. The tone shifts from getting to know you to getting closer to you. The compliments turn from sweet to suggestive. The conversations turn from emotional to experiential. And he pays close attention to how easily you allow that shift. But a man who genuinely wants something real will never push you into a moment before you're ready. His flirting won't feel like pressure. It will feel like invitation. He won't check your boundaries to challenge them. He checks them to protect them. Because he's not thinking about how fast he can get to intimacy. He's thinking about how long he wants to keep you in his life. And that difference between testing you and cherishing you tells you everything about his intentions. When a man values you, he aligns with your pace. When a man only desires you, he challenges it. And that simple distinction can save your heart from 1,000 wrong men. The third sign is subtle but incredibly powerful. When a man wants your body more than your heart, he avoids conversations that reveal anything real about his own life. This is where his intentions become crystal clear, because men who seek a deep connection naturally open up. They share their goals, their challenges, their values, their history, even their insecurities. But a man whose intention is purely physical keeps everything light, effortless, and deliberately surface level. He'll joke, flirt, banter, tease, but he won't let the conversation wander into anything that requires vulnerability. Ask him about his plans or his family, and he'll shift topics. Ask him about what he's working on, and he'll swirl it into a compliment about you. He hides in the shallow end because real conversations demand presence, emotional investment, and continuity. 3 things he's not prepared to offer. And if you pay attention, you'll notice he always chooses topics that create a vibe rather than a bond. He loves conversations that feel exciting, flirty, or sensual, but avoids anything that builds depth, because depth creates expectations, depth creates connection, depth creates accountability. And he doesn't want to be accountable, he wants to be accessible. He's trying to keep your attention stimulated without giving you any part of his inner world. And here's the part that stings a little. When a man isn't serious about you, he'll still talk for hours, as long as the conversation doesn't require him to show who he truly is. It's not that he's shy. It's not that he's private. It's that he doesn't see you as a long-term figure in his life, so he doesn't invest in intimacy outside the physical. Meanwhile, a man with genuine interest will create emotional gravity. He'll pull you into his world. He'll tell you what motivates him, what scares him, what excites him. He'll ask questions that have nothing to do with attraction and everything to do with understanding you. He'll remember details. He'll follow up. He'll share opinions, even when they're not flattering. Because he's not afraid of connection, he wants it. But the low-intent man treats you like a moment, not a future. Everything stays light, breezy, fun, and deliberately temporary. And here's the most important thing. He doesn't want to give you any emotional thread you could follow back into his life. If you try to go deeper, he either jokes his way out, sexualizes the moment, or redirects the conversation. He controls the emotional depth like a dimmer switch, turning it up just enough to keep you interested, but never enough for you to touch anything real. The truth is simple. Men who aren't serious avoid emotional intimacy because emotional intimacy leads to emotional responsibility. And he's not signing up for that. So if his conversations feel good but don't go anywhere, if he keeps things exciting but never meaningful, if he brings you into the moment but never into his life, then his intentions are physical, not personal. A man who wants your body will entertain you. A man who wants your soul will include you. The 4th sign is one most women feel instantly but struggle to put into words. When a man wants sex more than anything else, his effort level becomes incredibly inconsistent. He shows up intensely one day, calling, texting, flirting, giving you that warm attention that makes you feel chosen, and then suddenly he disappears, becomes slow, or turns distant without any explanation. This inconsistency isn't an accident. It's a tactic born from the fact that he's not building something steady with you. He's fueling enough momentum to keep you emotionally hopeful, but not enough stability to form a real bond. And here's the fascinating part. When a man is primarily after a physical connection, he becomes extremely predictable in his pattern. He reaches out the most when he's bored, lonely, or craving intimacy. His messages often come at late hours, during quiet evenings, or at moments when he wants attention without giving much in return. He texts you just enough to stay on your radar but never follows through with structured plans or consistent energy. It's a cycle of intensity followed by silence, sweetness followed by confusion, interest followed by absence. And your heart feels that hot and cold pattern like emotional whiplash, because your body reacts to the good moments while your mind struggles to understand the bad ones. A man who genuinely wants you doesn't operate like this, because inconsistency is a symptom of shallow intent. Real intention shows itself in routine, in follow-through, in reliability. A man who sees a future with you wants to create emotional safety. And emotional safety doesn't come from surprise attention, it comes from consistent presence. So ask yourself, does he message you to check on your day, or only when he's craving connection late at night? Does he maintain interest after you set boundaries, or does his energy drop the moment you say you want to take things slow? Does he plan ahead, or does he wait until the last minute and expect you to be available? These are not random behaviors, they are patterns that map directly to intention. A man who is serious about you won't disappear after a deep conversation. He won't take 3 days to reply because he got busy. He won't make you wonder if you did something wrong or if he suddenly lost interest. When a man values you, his presence is consistent, not convenient. He doesn't show up only when he feels a desire for closeness. He shows up because he's intentionally weaving you into his life. But when a man only wants your body, his attention becomes sporadic, seasonal, and unpredictable. His interest flares up when he wants something and dims when he doesn't. And sweetheart, you deserve more than a man who treats you like a spark he can ignite and extinguish at will. You deserve the kind of consistency that makes you feel safe, not confused. Because a man who truly wants you, your heart, your mind, your presence, will never make you guess his intentions. His consistency will tell you everything. The fifth sign, and perhaps the most revealing of all, is how a man reacts when you slow things down. This single moment exposes his intentions more clearly than anything he says, because slowing down removes his favorite shortcut, physical access. When you tell a man you want to take your time, that you want to get to know him emotionally before getting intimate, or that you're not ready to rush anything, the man who's only interested in sex will feel instantly threatened. Not because you said no, but because you removed the only path he was truly invested in. Watch closely. He may act understanding at first, but his energy shifts. His messages become shorter. His compliments become less frequent. His interest starts to fade, not because you're any less attractive, but because the outcome he wanted now requires patience, effort, and genuine connection, things he never intended to give. He might try to negotiate your boundary, saying things like, "We don't have to go all the way," or "Let's just see where the night goes," or "Why are you overthinking it?" But a man who respects you will never treat your boundary like an obstacle. He will treat it like guidance. And the difference between those two men becomes painfully clear the moment you slow the tempo. The wrong man becomes restless. The right man becomes present. The wrong man pulls back. The right man leans in. The wrong man makes you feel guilty. The right man makes you feel safe. And here's the powerful truth most women don't realize. The moment you set boundaries is not just a test for him, it's a mirror for you. It shows you whether you're choosing someone who meets your standards or someone who drains your emotional energy. A man who only wanted your body will lose interest, because without the physical shortcut, he has nothing else to offer. He's not interested in your mind, your soul, or your story. His intention wasn't connection, it was convenience. Meanwhile, a man who truly values you sees the boundary as an invitation to build something real. He doesn't need the physical moment to stay invested because he's drawn to you beyond desire. He wants to hear your voice, not just touch your skin. He wants your time, not just your night. He wants to understand your heart, not just your reactions. And he knows that intimacy without emotional depth is temporary, but intimacy built on patience and connection is unforgettable. So when you slow things down, pay attention. Does he grow closer or does he disappear? Does he deepen the conversation or does he lose interest? Does he try to understand you or does he try to persuade you? A man with genuine intentions will match your pace, protect your boundaries, and invest in the connection, because he's not just chasing a moment, he's choosing you. And choosing you should never require rushing you. Now that you know the 5 key signs, a man asking about your availability, testing your boundaries, avoiding emotional depth, showing inconsistent effort, and reacting to your pace, you hold the ultimate power. Because awareness is everything. When you recognize these patterns, you no longer wonder if he's serious. You stop wasting your energy on men who only want your body, and instead you start attracting men who want your mind, your heart, and your presence. And the beauty of this is simple. Desire is fleeting, but respect, patience, and consistency are magnetic. The wrong men will disappear, and the right ones will show up exactly how you deserve. So here's what I want you to do. Pay attention to the signs, trust your instincts, and don't be afraid to slow down, set boundaries, and ask for what you truly want. Your worth isn't measured by how available you are or how quickly you respond. It's measured by the standard you set and the love you allow yourself to receive. And when a man truly values you, he will rise to meet that standard. So if you found these insights helpful, take a moment right now to like this video, subscribe for more guidance on decoding men and protecting your heart, and share it with your friends who deserve to see the truth too. Remember, ladies, it's not about playing games. It's about knowing your power, honoring your boundaries, and choosing a man who's worthy of you. Once you embrace that, every relationship, every interaction, and every connection will feel effortless, magnetic, and deeply fulfilling.